My name is Sylvester McCoy, and you're watching Dr. Freedom.
Good evening, folks. Dr. Freedom here with you. Times of Doctor News from in and around the universe that may or may not affect you on a strange, weird, emotional, and physical, psychological level that, well, let's just say your proctologist is going to have to reach deep to find that warm, gooey center that it will light up in your life. Kind of a disturbing image, isn't it? But okay, but considering there's, a section of the fandom out there who's, I'm being considered to be a major pain in the ass, to which I reply in the words of Chun, that's because it is the shortest route to your brain. Okay, for that section. Okay, the rest of you guys who are watching this, you've been around, you know what it's like. But it was scary today because I was on one of the groups that's been known to do a lot of, has a lot of posts that would normally, attack Chris Chibnall. And they had this beautiful post, praising him. And then all these people hopped in. And it made me feel tingly for once, seeing love being expressed on social media instead of hate. But then again, you're looking at the guy who was banned off Twitter for 12 hours recently. That's right, because I was referring to a certain religious figure we won't name, certain political figure, we won't name. And I said they should have shot him out of a cannon like a human cannonball act, to kick him out of the office. And it's like, Twitter only read they should have shot him, and I was immediately banned for 12 hours. Didn't, you could appeal this, and I'm like, why? It'll just be sent to another bot. So I just sat it out. I love this. Give us your phone number so we can make sure. And that's how they get this stuff from you. I had no choice but to give Twitter my phone number. Otherwise, they were going to keep my account locked. And it's like, oh, maybe because I've never had any Twitter violations. Maybe somebody should, teach a little thing, to these, artificially intelligent bots called context and maybe read the whole sentence. But okay, that's just me. Craziness, weirdness. One of these days, I'm going to have to get that damn stand-up post so you can actually see Jodie's face. Now, I know it just, I don't know if it's the studio lighting, the main lighting. I feel kind of bad because she kind of looks like this weird angelic figure back there. And meanwhile, Tom's hiding behind Ryo-Oki and, Baby Groot there. It is, But okay, let's get going. Let's get to the stuff you're here for. Lots of great stuff going on. And away we go to share screen land. Now, a lot of people ask me how I do this. I said, I'm using Zoom for this one. For some reason, I kicked on my video pad thing, screen recorder and all that, and it's like, or debut it is called, and it messed up my mic audio levels. So one night I recorded a video, I had to try to re-record it because it maxed out the volume. I was so distorted, it was scary. Okay, all right, here we go. Of course, the big news of the day, Doctor Who Season 24, the Collection Blu-ray has been announced. Sylvester McCoy's first season as the Seventh Doctor, featuring a full season of Bonnie Langford as Mel Bush, is the next release to be coming to Blu-ray with the Collection Season 24, which they'll call yada, 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 Seventh Doctor #1 here in America, because God forbid, we're intelligent enough to figure out, what's what. It still ticks me off that they're making completely different covers for one side of the planet, yet the other side of the planet gets the actual series number. It freaks me out. Okay. Now, Pete McTeague, that guy who wrote Kerblam, Praxeus, all those scripts that some people say just suck. Was once again been called in to write, he has already written another trailer/promo. I've watched this earlier today at work. It's called 24 Carat, a business proposal for Mel. And go give it a watch. It's a cute little intro video for the box set. And it's nice to see these folks, still running around kicking it. And of course, it starts off with one of my least favorite episodes of Doctor Who. As I said, there were some major duds even back in the day. And to me, I'm sorry, Time and the Ronnie was one of them. It really was. So I felt bad for Kate O'Hara running around in that Mel Bush outfit. It was just downright insulting. But okay, this is me. I didn't like Time in the Ronnie, but hey, also I was not a big fan of Delta and the Band. I really wasn't. Well, okay, so lots and lots of good features. There's hours of special features previously released on DVD and Blu-ray before, but now being brought to you in this new format. Crazy stuff. So you can pre-order this now from Amazon, Zavi, and HMV in the UK, and from Sanity and JB in Australia, and of course Amazon in the US. And there's kind of linky stuff there for you if you want to go check that out. So nice to see this is coming out. I love the fact that they're rolling out, these collections so you can have, update your collection. Or maybe there's one you missed before. You want to, get it in there. Now you can get it on the Blu-ray. Okay, here's another chapter of things they don't tell you. And this is about them guys, who hashtag a certain thing that starts with NMD. The ones who are saying the show is bleeding viewers, the ratings are going to plummet, the Timeless Children took out Tokyo, and things like that. Here we go. Like the BBC iPLAYER revealed the biggest box sets of 2020 as it achieves record-breaking start to 2021. Now, keep in mind, these are for streaming. This is not the regular television show, okay? Where you watch it on TV, those old-style ratings. Get ready for this. Sitting at number 13 on the set in this count. Ironically, number 13 is Doctor Who at 13,422,000 streams for Series 12 in 2020. Now, a lot of people say, well, compared to that ain't nothing. Yeah, but compared to the fact it beat Killing Eve Series 1, Call the Midwife Series 9, Killing Eve Series 2, and 3, of course, is up there because it's a real popular series. But I'm just saying, it's like number 13. That means Doctor Who is in the top 15 most streamed thing on iPLAYER for the year. Yet it's bombing. It's falling apart. It's going to doo-doo. Don't listen to the naysayers. Once again, armchair experts who make up numbers to make you angry. And that's their whole sole purpose. They don't want you to think. They want you to react. And that's one thing I learned from a recent TED Talk somebody sent me on Twitter. That's all they're after. They're playing the same game that a lot of news networks have now adopted. And I'm not trying to sound like a conspiracy theorist, but go watch your latest news. Look at how little facts half the time they give you these days. Instead of giving you a bunch of talking heads yelling at each other. You have a talking head on YouTube yelling at you saying Doctor Who's numbers are down and it's Jodie Whittaker and Chibnall's fault. And of course you feel passionate about the show. So parts of you want, oh no, is this true? And that's what they're doing. They're working you. They're working you for money. It's that simple. These guys don't give a damn about Whittaker, Chibnall, either way. They're just counting their views at the end of the month. And that's what makes me sad. Okay, moving forward, Titan Comics Missy #1 is out. And of course, this is for the 50th anniversary of the debut of the Master. And check out some of these covers. Oh, Michelle Gomez, she makes me happy in my pants. Okay, all right, moving forward. So, nice to see this is out, and you can pre-order this. Sorry, I had it up there a second ago, but here it is. It's for Forbidden Planet. I blanked out for a minute. It's right there at the top of the article, Dr. Freedom. Duh. Okay, well, there you go. Take a look at that if you're in the comics. All right, RTD, of course, has a script coming out for Big Finish, and this is one that apparently he wrote all the way back in 1985. And he seems to be very proud of it, seems to go on about it a bit. And there's there's the video where he's talking about it here and all that. I believe it's called like Mind of the Hodiak or something like that. So check this out if you want. Yep, Mind of the Hodiak. All right, see, I nailed it for a change. Yay! So there you go. Check this out. See what he's pumping out. And it's nice to see RTD is putting something out there for Big Finish. I'd like to see more Doctor Who from him, especially in any format. So maybe this will open the door to maybe, him pumping a few more scripts their way, It'd be nice. Okay, of course, John Bishop talking more about, Doctor Who and things like that since he's been brought on. And he revealed some things in a Zoom interview with Liverpool Media Academy students. One of the things he let out is Chris Chibnall, who's the showrunner and the main writer of Doctor Who and the Broadchurch showrunner. He said, quote, got a fantastic pedigree. He wants to base it in Liverpool because the series always begins somewhere. He goes, the last series was based in Sheffield, and he wants this one to be based in Liverpool, and that's where the Doctor is going to get the new companion from, is there. So kind of interesting, because that leads us back, of course, to Tom Baker turning 87 yesterday. Or was that today? Sorry, my brain's just fried up. But either way, still, it's nice to see Tom still with us. And, of course, native of Liverpool, if memory serves. Okay, so there you go. Nice to see, John Bishop. He's out there. He's excited. He's ready to go. Noel Clarke. When I play the Doctor, here's a conversation to be had. And this is a nice interview with The Guardian. And be sure to go check this out. Apparently, according to some sources, now that he's done this interview, his name is shot up on the betting pool for a replacement for Jodie Whittaker. And, of course, that number's jumping all. Hell, they even had Chris Marshall out there again. And it's like, Chris Marshall quit Death in Paradise. Yes, that's right. He quit a job where he got to go live in the Bahamas forever. But at the same time, that's because he missed his family. Now, here's the thing. While Wales is only a few hours away from where he lives, would you really want to go spend how many months in Wales? Would your family be able to come with you? Things like that. I'd think about that before I even consider him taking up the role. But you see, Noel Clarke, why not? We've had other weird things. We had a former captain of the frickin' Gallifreyan Guard show up as the Doctor, for crying out loud. Okay. All right. So moving forward. Lastly, for today, the Bee Gees. This is just a quick one, and it makes me, the TARDIS has been violated. Probably not the first time. We had a cuddle with the Daleks, Barry Gibb, 74. Hint says a steamy romp with his wife, Linda Gray, in the TARDIS when they met after filming Top of the Pops. Apparently said the night ended with the pair getting cozy with the Daleks in the famous phone box. I just hope he wasn't screaming out lyrics. It'd be kind of scary. Staying alive, staying alive. Okay, so that's all I had for you tonight, folks. Remember, Doctor Who is not dying. Remember, this show is now coming into its 16th year since the reboot. The fact that it has pulled in 6.35 million viewers on New Year's Day for the Revolution of the Daleks, right there shows you this show still has staying power. Now, a lot of people are jumping up and down going, well, it's not getting 10 or 13 million like previous specials. Yeah, and meanwhile, guess what? Voyage of the Damned, which I still call it because it was not more than a media stunt to say, oh, look, we got Kylie Minogue. There were good parts. I think Will first appeared in that, wasn't it? But the thing is, that's way before they even had, BBC iPlayer. A lot of the streaming services that were out there were in their infancy. So most people were still watching TV on television. Meanwhile, the whole Series 12, 13 million plus, watches, for 2020. And that's not bad considering the competition. But no, Doctor Who's dying. Folks, Doctor Who will always live. It's in your hearts. It keeps you warm at night. It makes me feel cuddly. Especially when okay, Michelle Gomez. All right, so that's it. I'm done. Remember, COVID's still out there. Please be careful. Wash your hands. Wear your mask. Do all that stuff. Check this out. Use your hand sanitizer. See, I still got mine. And take care of yourselves and each other. And have a great night, folks. Bye-bye.